Football content is exploding right now. Every week, football videos are pulling in hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of views, across YouTube. And with the 2026 FIFA World Cup which has already begun, more fans are watching football content than ever before. But here's where most new creators get stuck. They see successful football channels growing fast, upload a few highlight videos of their own, and then run into copyright claims, blocked videos, or monetization problems. Not because football content doesn't work, because they're using the wrong approach. The channels that survive long-term aren't just uploading match clips. They're creating content that keeps viewers engaged while building a channel they can actually grow. So in this video, I'll show you the workflow I used when I started a football highlight channel from scratch, and it worked for me and still working. We'll cover how to find video ideas, how to structure your highlights, how to add value to your content, and the editing techniques that help separate your videos from thousands of others.
This is kind of pass only Ronaldo can pull off. It starts when Giggs drives the ball towards Ronaldo, while Ronaldo is being closed down by the defender. He drops down to receive the ball and Evra makes a run forward into the vacant space. The defender closes down Ronaldo from right side as everybody was expecting Cristiano to feed a through ball to Evra, but what happened next shocked everyone. Ronaldo knew about the defender rushing to his right while leaving space behind. So he sends a backheel pass into the path of Rooney. Rooney sets up the ball in front with his first touch while keeper charges forward. He shapes for a shot and sells a perfect dummy to the keeper, finishing off with an easy goal.
Now, none of these matters if you don't have football footage to work with. And this is where most people make their first mistake. They grab clips from random places and hope for the best. But here's the thing. If your footage source is wrong, everything that comes after it can fall apart. I'll show you exactly where to get high-quality clips that actually work for viral football content. I recommend downloading full matches from the Telegram channels shown here because they provide high-quality 4K resolution videos. Alternatively, you can also use the website displayed on the screen. And don't skip this part, because the way you collect your clips actually affects how your final video performs during editing. What you need to do is search for the player or team you want to make a video about. Make sure you filter the results by recent dates, such as from 2024 to the present, because those usually provide HD and 4K quality videos. Now here's something most people miss. Older clips often look fine, but they break your visual consistency later in editing. That's where beginners usually lose quality without realizing it. But how do you download videos from this website when there's no download button? It's actually very simple. After searching for your team or player's videos, right-click anywhere on the page, select Inspect, and click on it. Now pay attention here, because this is where most people give up too early. Once it opens, look for the Network tab and click on it. Then find Media and click that. While the video is playing, the media files will load automatically. Click on one of the files, and it will open in a new window. Then click the three dots and download it. And yes, this method doesn't always work perfectly on every site. Which is exactly why I still recommend the Telegram option as your backup. I'll be honest, most experienced editors actually rely on multiple sources, not just one. Before you download your videos, you need to come up with your initial video idea. Now this part is more important than most people think. Because your idea alone can decide if your video gets 500 views or 500,000. One of the best trending ideas I recommend, and one of the easiest to create, is player versus player content, but here's a small trick most beginners ignore. Go on YouTube, look at your competitors' channels, sort their videos by most popular, and study what keeps repeating. That's not copying. That's pattern recognition. And interestingly, when you start noticing patterns, you'll see why some videos keep going viral again and again. As you can see here, this video is titled When Players Lose Their Cool, with over 1.3 million views. And another one with a similar title, When Players Lose Control, also with over 1.1 million views. Now pause for a second. If two similar ideas both hit over 1 million views, that usually means the format is working, not just the content. And later, I'll show you how to replicate that structure without making your video feel repetitive. After you've gathered your videos and video ideas, now let's talk editing. The goal isn't to trick copyright systems. The goal is to create something new. I'll be using CapCut for this tutorial, but you can use any video editor of your choice. Drag the video you downloaded into CapCut. This part is very important. Make sure you watch the full match so you can identify the best moments. And don't rush this step. You don't need the original audio from the clips, so remove it. Now here's a mistake almost everyone makes. They keep logos, scoreboards, and overlays on screen. Remove them, just for copyright reasons, but clean visuals also make your storytelling stronger. We nearly forgot about the voiceover. But here's the truth. Without voiceover, your video is just clips, nothing more. So how do you actually explain, analyze, and tell a story? If you're not a football fan like me, just ask ChatGPT to generate a 30 to 40-second commentary for your video. And here's where it gets powerful. I use a specific prompt that consistently gives clean, natural football narration. I'll show you that structure in a second. Now we turn that script into voiceover using a free AI tool called Speechma. Open your browser, search for Speechma. No sign-up needed, and it gives you over 100 natural-sounding voices. Now don't rush this part. Test a few voices first, because the wrong voice can completely kill your video's vibe. Paste your script, generate your voiceover, then listen before downloading. And only move forward when it feels right. Then import it into CapCut and sync it with your edited clips. And at this point, you basically have the full system. But what really separates average creators from growing channels is how consistently they repeat this process with better ideas each time. Now, you can take it further by adding things like graphics, tactical arrows, zoom effects, freeze frames, player statistics, match analysis overlays, comparisons, timelines, and on-screen explanations or captions. Every layer you add increases the originality of the video. At that point, you're not just reusing footage, you're building something new. One of the easiest ways to make your content feel more original is simply adding your own voice. Talk over the clips. Explain what's happening, analyze tactics, discuss player decisions, but then share interesting facts. Now you're not just showing football footage, you're teaching something, you're transforming the content, and that's a huge difference. A common beginner mistake is using long, uninterrupted football clips. Instead, use shorter supporting segments. Show a moment, pause, explain, show another moment, explain again. Think of the footage as visual evidence, not the entire product. Your commentary should be the main focus. The clips are there to support what you're saying, and that's important to understand. The commentary leads, the footage follows. And if you consistently apply these principles, your football content will naturally stand out from the thousands of channels doing the exact same thing. Football content isn't dying, but lazy football content is. If you found this useful, stick around, because next, I'm breaking down more football growth tactics, plus tech tips and hacks you can actually use to level up your content fast. And honestly, the people who grow aren't the ones who watch once, they're the ones who keep learning and applying. So hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.